The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Love going to throw right away. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To the air again, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution.
Loggers. I know, it's too loose.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
No, the ones I'm wearing for Army.
First sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Okay.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive.
Your question was brief that like.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Love's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield.
Some of the breaks
you can create a little bit of havoc.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 52 blaster. Black open. Faster.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Washington. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one is a fair catch. A signal for and taken.
Especially he received dollars. Right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Ready, break.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Lance now to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Sound
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Play fake. Here's Love. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Love under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Love now. He completes this to Russell Gage. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So certainly... Now, following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Working from the gun, Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free. They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Lance. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Love. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready?
On play action. Love to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback.
But not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
And a lot of times these plays, they either